her work and everything she's done is for the greater good of the city. And that's shown up in her life quite a bit. And any resident that knows her, that's interacted with her, knows that absolutely.
Welcome to Herrimanology,
the official podcast to keep up with Harriman City.
We'll take you inside the city, explore the latest news and updates, show you how your government operates, and discuss the issues that affect us all. Now, here are your hosts talking all things Harriman on Herrimanology.
All right, welcome to Herrimanology. It is Thursday, December 11th, and a few days ago, I was running through all of our Herrimanology episodes, and I realized I didn't have to stop and figure out what date each one was based on the thumbnails.
The color of my beard?
Yes. So I didn't have to guess what time of year it was.
Yeah.
It is the season.
Yeah, it is. And it's been a minute since I've been on because we have a weird rule, a state rule, that we can't be exposed during election cycle. So this is my first one since elections begun and are over. So even though I was running unopposed,
it aged you.
It did age me. It did age me. No, for you guys that don't know, I love this season, and I impersonate Santa quite frequently during the season. So you might see me at some holiday parties. It might not look like me, but it's me. So yeah.
A couple of years ago, there was a vendor market that you tapped on my shoulder and said hi. And
it
did take me a second to realize who was talking to me.
Yeah.
And I remembered, but...
I even surprise some of my neighbors sometimes and friends and family, and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't recognize you. And either I'm at an event or coming or going from an event. I know our police officers always, when we're interacting with them and they see me, like, oh, I forgot who you were. So, yeah, it's quite a shocking difference.
Good time of year. City Councilmember Teddy Hodges,
Yes.
Thanks for taking some time today. Busy day for you, as I understand.
Yeah.
I'm John LaFollette, Communications Manager. We had a city council meeting last night, so we'll go over that in a second. But I did want to mention, speaking of the season, the Tour de Cheer.
Oh, yes.
We've talked about it a little bit on the podcast here, but we did want to give you an update that our interactive map is published. Yours truly did put a little feature on there that not only can you vote for your favorites right there as you click on the different homes and businesses,
Okay.
But there's a link right below that that'll give you Google Maps driving instructions.
Easy.
From wherever you are to wherever you clicked on, and you can update that for every single house. So
Perfect.
We tried to do a driving route throughout the whole city.
Yeah.
It didn't work. We actually had a few different tools we tried, and it didn't work how we wanted it, but we thought this was a good consolation.
MapQuest. That's what we should try.
I remember MapQuest.
Yeah, dude, that's like...
It's been a minute since
Yes.
I've used MapQuest.
Where you used to have to print out and then take it with you. Yeah, so...
But yeah, harriman.gov/tour de cheer. And I went with my wife for a few stops 6 or 7 stops on Monday evening. Great decorations. It was a lot of fun.
Can we pause for a second? That was 6'7". Like, you seriously? I don't know. He's catching on the lingo, guys. But yeah, the houses are amazing. It's just fun to get out there and see the lights, and you don't have to leave your city. Yeah. Just stay home, drive around town, see the lights. And if you're not seeing lights, come here and Ice Skate. There's plenty of lights out front. So.
Yep. Yeah. Just come sign up for a time slot, and it's been a little bit more open this week than it has been the first week of December in previous years. So
well, I think it's because it's 50 degrees outside. It
feels like
it's
fall.
Amazing. So get out and enjoy it. One other thing we can talk about right now is our event on Saturday, Wreaths Across America. So we get to go out to our local cemetery, and we have a little ceremony there at 10 a.m., and yours truly will be giving a little presentation along with the help with many other individuals. And so we get to honor those veterans with wreaths. So, and they've all been donated and collected by funds donated in. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you to residents for donating the funds to cover those. It's a nationwide program, an event that's taking place across the entire country all at the same time.
Correct.
So 10 o'clock here in Mountain Time. There's a ceremony. It's a chance for us to pay tribute to U.S. military veterans who are interred there at the cemetery, and each one of them, at least in our cemetery, every single one of them, 100% will have wreaths laid on their grave. And I say thank you to residents because a lot of cemeteries don't get 100% of those military graves with the wreath. So that's a really big deal for us. So that means a lot. So come celebrate that. or commemorate, whatever you want to call it, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. at the city cemetery. It goes fast, so if,
It's a short program, so you're not going to be there for hours. It's pretty quick.
yeah. So now let's get to the council meeting from last night. There were a bunch of different items. We'll hit a few of them. First and foremost, though, it was the last meeting period for City Council member Sherrie Ohrn, and she's been on the podcast several times. She's been in the City Council for 8 years across 2 terms, and we've talked about it before. She didn't run again, so she's nearly at her finish line.
Yeah, so she officially, I guess it'll be January 5th when the new council comes in on the inauguration on January 5th at 5 p.m. here at City Hall. We'll have that ceremony. We'll talk more about that later. But to talk about Sherrie Ohrn and her contribution to the city, it's been tremendous, all the way from day one when she started through her tenure. She has been a very impactful person here, very instrumental on several items. Come lately, you have her service on the water board. She did tremendous work there alongside with Wasatch Front Recycling Group. And I think the most impactful is her work with the Youth Council and the next generation of those children. I've had the pleasure of joining in on meetings, doing trash cleanup and pickup with them, and then going to their conference in Logan every year for the last couple of years. And it's been, you can see that the kids love her and that she's been an instrument in their life. And through that time, you've had years, multiple years on years that she's worked with those kids in those groups, and it's definitely helped the city for sure.
Yeah, the Herriman has been through, as everyone knows, a lot of growth, a lot of change. The last decade has been a huge pivotal, I won't say moment, because it's a huge, long moment,
Yes.
and the next several years will be pretty consequential too. But she's been around and helping make some decisions for Herriman's best available future. And put in countless hours and hours and hours, as you and all the other council members too. But we kind of want to focus on Councilmember Ohrn.
And there's not a way to quantify at that time. I mean, we put in hours, we come to meetings, we put it in our personal life, we have phone calls, we meet with residents, but there's no real way to quantify that or say, oh, this is what you've done, as we work as a whole body. But her work and everything she's done is for the greater good of the city. And that's shown up in her life quite a bit. And any resident that knows her, that's interacted with her, knows that absolutely. And she will stand up. She's one of the boldest persons I know. If she doesn't like something or something's not the right way, you'll know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's awesome.
Which is great.
You need that.
Yeah. We could go on and on and on, but yeah, thanks to Councilmember Ohrn for me as a staff member. We're hoping to get her on the podcast one last time next week.
That'd be wonderful.
So as of now, that's kind of penciled in. We'll see how the schedule works out, but hopefully you'll get to hear from her directly one time.
And thank you, Sherrie. It's been a pleasure working with you. And I know we had some sentiment last night as a council, and there's so much we can say, as John said, and to go on. So thank you.
Another part of the meeting that had some emotion attached to was honoring several, I'll say personnel, 3 officers and 1 civilian staff from the Herriman Police Department, kind of relaying another moment that they were honored by the Mountain West Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And last night got to recognize them again.
I can't remember if you were at the chamber meeting, but it was a wonderful event where it's their Night of Heroes. It's one of the chamber meetings we look forward to every year. But we have some amazing officers. We have the best in the state, and I will say that hands down. And I challenge anyone in the state, dare say nation, that we have some of the best officers. We definitely have the best staff, the culture, and what we're about here. But last night was special. We got to award them or introduce them and acknowledge their achievement for an incident surrounding a Black Ridge Reservoir incident, and there was some heroics there that they needed to be recognized. And sometimes these individuals don't get enough attention for the good they do.
Yeah. So, I was there present for some of it. I won't go into the details because it's, I'm just not going to here, but one of the officers who was recognized last night did something heroic that it was briefly mentioned in that, but yeah, it just speaks to the quality of the officers we have, and that is kind of automatic for them.
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of who they are.
In your time of need, they will jump through fire to help you.
Yeah. So moving on to one last thing, there was a lengthy discussion about some local neighborhood concerns about a business there. But what do you want to take away from that, at least for the purposes of the podcast?
Yeah. So to kind of get to what I want the citizens and the people to know, it was item 11.1 on the agenda last night. So if you want to go into detail, jump on the YouTube. You can get all the information. Everything's recorded and public. But on that topic, we had 30, 35, maybe 40 people in the gallery, and it's amazing when you get involved. If you have an issue, if you have something that's you don't appreciate or you want questions or answers to, come to the meeting. Come be part of the solution. And I think that's what showed up most. Like, we found out about this issue very quickly. It was something that past council and past agreements and MDAs, I wouldn't say it was oversight, but once something's built, we always don't know all the ins and outs of it. And then it gets built and you're like, that doesn't look right. Or maybe we can change something. So we have amazing developers. We have amazing partners in the city now. And our relationships are there where we can lean on them a little bit, say like, hey, can we maybe adjust that, or maybe plant a tree there, or maybe fix that fence differently. And so those are things that we're going back, and we heard 15 to 20 of those public comments, very similar. They painted a wonderful, beautiful picture of their issue. And it's easy to come and say, okay, we've got enough information that we can try to help and correct it. So if you have an issue with the city, you have an issue with your neighbor, with the development, with a zoning, with a policy and procedure or code, come talk to us. We're here. All our numbers are public. All our emails are public. And we are just like you. We're citizens. We live in the neighborhood right next to you. So,
yeah. In fact, that's kind of the point. You're elected to represent people and make decisions in these sorts of settings. So kudos to those residents. Kudos to the developer, the council, staff, everybody involved in that. And hopefully a satisfactory resolution's found. Last night didn't cross the finish line, but it was a nice kind of meeting and discussion, maybe a place to move forward. So
yeah, and it's all about discussion and communication, right? And we can always figure something out. Is it going to be 100% both sides? No, it's not ever going to be that way, but there'll be a resolution, and I think I think it'll be a positive one for the residents. And I think this particular developer is very, very good neighborish. And so that's probably the best way to put it. And they're here to develop more in the city. So that's a great solution.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of our city council meeting recap. We'll probably call that good for today, but happy holidays, Merry Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Kind of feels interesting to me wishing you that.
Most of the time I'm saying Merry Christmas to everybody. But again, guys, be kind. Everybody's hustle bustle. It's the last couple weeks of the year. Slow down, watch out. We don't have any bad weather, so that's wonderful. The roads are clear. But I think it's going to be a white Christmas, John. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So
I mean, we need the water, if nothing else.
Yes.
But
the mountains for sure. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, Councilmember Hodges, thank you for taking a few minutes.
Thank you, John.
Thank you for listening and watching, and we'll catch you next time.